Kyle Klingman with Track Wrestling. We have the self-proclaimed greatest wrestler in Iowa history. He has an argument, three-time NCAA champion, all-time wins leaders, silver medal at the 84 Olympics, 2 world medals. Andy's Andy Hamilton's favorite wrestler growing up. It's Barry Davis. How are you, Barry?
I don't know if I'm self-proclaimed. Come on. Hey, listen, I'm not, that's in college, not out of college. But with that, you got to go with the Brands boys and Randy Lewis. They're the Olympic champions and world champions. So I'm not in that. Out of college, no, I can't say I'm the best. In college, hey, when you make all 4 major teams in college, 1 of 3 guys is pretty good.
I hope you're not backtracking because you've really gone all in. You put all the chips on there that you're the greatest Hawkeyes. So I don't want you to retract from that.
I'm saying in college, not out of college, in college. There's a difference, you know what I'm saying, though? There's a difference.
What'd you look like before college? You got a picture anywhere you can show us?
Right there, my friend. Look at that.
That's big. How old are you there?
Listen, I'm wearing my oldest brother, Marty, who's passed away now, his Prairie High School, his shirt. I think I was like 8 years old wearing that. So I keep that in memory of him, Prairie Hawks. I'm for age 7 of him. I got a picture of him up here too. So it's think about him often, man. But yeah, it's a special thing.
We're previewing the 2021 Big Ten Championships. Really nothing like the Big Ten Championships. You've been involved in this sport in the Big Ten primarily your entire career. What's it take to win a Big Ten championship?
Well, you can almost, I call it like kind of like the mini NCAA tournament. So you're going to wrestle the best guys in the country. Basically, you're going to wrestle almost 2 NCAA championships, basically. You know, a week here, we think we're going to have break wrestle again at the same time. So you've got to be pretty much at your highest level, not the highest. If you want to peak for the Big Tens, you want to peak with the NCAAs, but your game better be on. That's for sure. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying?
What weight class are you looking forward to the most?
Good question. 133 in heavyweight. Yep.
What do you think's going to happen? Let's just take 133 and take a dive into that. Just some solid talent top to bottom. Is this RB-wise to win?
Well, right now, number 1 seed. But here's the thing. You know, you got Sammy, you got the kid from Rutgers in there as well, too. But I don't think he has the workout partners and the matches that the other 2 have had. Okay? So I think it comes down to Young and DeSanto. But here's the thing, though. I think they were each other like maybe 3 times. Now, when Robert Russell's, they keep his arm back, so it's not he can't grab his one arm. So now when Santo's done, he's got to do a single leg on his right leg. Now Young has countered that by pulling he's reaching through and pulling his toe out. That's how he got hurt last time. Now what's Santo going to do to capitalize on that? Now he's going to get probably around the corner. So everybody's got to make adjustments. So right now, Young would be my pick, but can DeSanto make the adjustment of getting around the corner on a single leg now? If he stays in front of him, he's not going to win because Young's too good there. He's proved that in the last match. So DeSanto won. Young made an adjustment. Now then Young won. Now can DeSanto make an adjustment? That's the whole key of wrestling. Can these guys make adjustments? Because remember, Iowa and Penn State did not compete during the season. They'll see each other in the Big Tens for the first time. Now, not every weight class will match up. They won't meet all 10 weight classes, but they'll meet a lot of the weights. So the weights that they meet at the following week and a half, can they make another small adjustment to make sure they come out on top again? That's going to be the key.
What do you like about this Penn State team down the stretch?
Well, their heavyweight coming back is made. That's given a lot more points than the heavyweight coming back. I think he's a top 4 guy for sure. So that's giving them probably 16, maybe 17 more points as a team. What I like about them? Well, they're the defending champs. They've Sanderson won the last 7 out of 8. So you know they're going to go in with confidence. I understand that. So we'll see what happens because they're the defending champs last couple of years. So I think they're thinking that. Well, last year they finished 4th in Big Tens, and Iowa won. So I beat them in the duel last year. So we'll see what happens in this tournament to give me more information what's going to happen at the NCAA tournament. I say Iowa has the edge right now. All 10 guys are really solid. You got to make a few adjustments. I think 84 is going to be a key weight for Iowa, coming in Big Tens, or not really Big Tens, but NCAAs. So there's some small things that need to be made. But this tournament will tell me a lot where each team is right now, and some of the things they're doing when they wrestle, how they're competing. What I mean by that is, so when I watch a match, I watch wrestlers. The best is watching wrestle with me. I'll say things like, "How do you know that was coming?" Well, I see things coming. I see things way people set things up. But how do they wrestle? I think certain guys for certain teams. Let's say Nelson Brand, for example. He's a great hand fighter, great shape, no doubt about that. But he's in the middle of a lot of other guys, really close matches there. See, to me, a guy like Brands, you can't make it a one takedown match, like a coin flip. What he's got to do is this: takes the guy down, he's got to ride that guy the whole period. He has to end the period on top. If he does that, let's say, for example, this: if Brands takes the guy down, minute to go in the first period, rides him out, scores 2-0. Mr. Brands takes down, gets away, it's 3-0. Scores another takedown. Now it's 5-0 on top, riding again hard. Okay? Now he's up 5-0, ride time hard. He maybe tries to break the guy, the gap is wider, and he's riding the guy hard, wearing the guy down. Because if you ride the guy hard and wear a guy down, he's not as effective sometimes when he gets back on his feet. A little slower. He just doesn't have the firepower he needs to explode. But let's say this. Let's say Mr. Brand takes the guy down. Guy gets away at the end of the period, it's 2-1. That guy goes down, gets away, it's 2-2. Right? And then if Brands gets away, it's 2-2. The guy takes Brands down, now it's 4-2. Brands gets away, it's 4-3. Third period, Brands gets away, now it's 4-4. Instead of being 5-0, now it's 4-4. So as a former coach and an athlete trying to evaluate both teams, who is not giving up the easy points is going to make the difference in certain weights. For Penn State at 25, 49, 57, 97, okay, big difference. Iowa, can their 49, 57, 84-pounder ride those guys out and grind them out and widen that gap there, make their job easier for them. That's what I'm looking for in the difference when I watch the Big Ten Championship. It's the easy points. You're not dominant like a Spencer Lee or a Young or DeSanto or Marinelli. You just can't give up easy points. If that even race on their feet, the one takedown match, they'll make it a one takedown match. Independent on top, grind the guy down, make it easier for you. See, you can't be up to a coin flip. You got to find a way to create an edge against your opponent somewhere. It's not a one takedown match with a coin flip. You get it, you don't get it. Yeah, you don't. That's what you don't want. So we'll see what happens.
You mentioned heavyweight as another weight class you're looking forward to.
Geez,
and
yeah. You
Kirk going in the mix, and what do you see out of that? I mean, I think the expectation is that it's going to be Paris versus Gable, but if that does happen, what do you think's going to transpire if that happens in the finals?
Look at it this way: you have obviously you got Gable Stevenson, you got Paris, you got the new kid from Penn State coming on. Had 2 matches. I think when I've seen the kid, he's an athlete, he can move. You got Cassiope, you got Hilbert, that's a 2-time All-American. So yeah, that's the top 5 guys there alone. And if Nebraska is beating Hilger, et cetera. So it's going to be a tough weight class. But I think it's going to come down to 4 guys only, though. 4 guys only. It's going to come down to Stevenson, Paris, Cassiope, and the Penn State guy. So that's exciting to me. Now, right now, Stevenson is dominated, but the same thing with Stevenson. Can he ride Paris? Can he keep guys down? He just let guys go. Make it easier that way. He can't do that. He's tough in all areas. He's great on top. He can ride. He can move. He's sweeping singles. He's got a motor on him. Guy they got to keep down. You can't make it, again, a 1-point match. Cassiope is the same way. He gets on behind the guy's back, like riding wise. Can he turn the guy from there? He can ride the guy, but can he turn the guy? That's going to be a key factor as well, too. And can Cassiope keep guys in front of him? The Penn State guys, I've not watched him enough. He shoots both leg singles. He's very athletic. So I don't know as much about him, but from what I see, he's a great athlete. And can Paris ride in Stevenson? So we'll see. So it's a mixture of guys in there, but that's going to be a great weight class. Just like 133 is going to be a great weight class. But again, who can make the small adjustments? Can Stevenson ride? Because he just let guys go all the time. But is he that dumb on his feet? We'll see. But I think he's riding guys better now this year, which has made his job easier because he's a good. He can return guys. The key is returning the guy. Gets his feet, return the guy to the mat. You can return a heavyweight 2 or 3, probably 3 times. A lot of guys just lay there. So anybody, So the key is can Stevenson return guys, keep guys down, make his job easier that way.
You got a guy that's challenging you for the title of greatest Hawkeye ever. His name's Spencer Lee at 125 pounds. You were a lightweight. You were in those weight classes. What does this guy do that's just otherworldly?
That guy, tell you what, he gets on top, he puts matches away. Gets your back, he puts it away. And he gets after it hard on the mat wrestling. You watch the guy. If I'm in the room, what is Spencer Lee doing that I'm not doing on top? Okay, what's he doing? He attacks hard. He looks for the arm bar, the tilt, the wrist. Saying that's I'm making an adjustment. If I want to be chance to be a 3 or 4 time national champion, I'm doing what this guy's doing. But he's relentless on top. He gets on top, he keeps guys down, not really cutting guys, and he gets after it. That's what I'm saying. That's the key to winning and breaking matches wide open. One takedown, one turn is 6-0. And ride down. Now you're up 7-0. And well, you don't want to ever coast, but it's a pretty big margin. But what he does is this though. Usually when he gets to your back though, he pins you. There's no coming back after that. Once the referee does that, match is over. I don't care what happens. So, well, yeah, he's relentless on top.
You said that bottom was your weakest position. So if you were scouting him and you had to figure out a way to get out from underneath, what would you try to do?
Why would I need to take down?
If he takes you down, what if he picks top?
Well, first of all, what do you mean if he takes me down? He'll take me down first.
Okay, what if he picks top?
My most dominant spot was on my feet. I'm on the feet. I made the World Olympic team in college, so I'm pretty good on my feet. So I would, but maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. But it was with my choice second period, I would just take both off. But I was good on top though too. I was very good on top. I might choose top on him. He's not been on bottom very much, has he?
Well, you still haven't answered the question how you'd get away though.
I wouldn't have to get away. What do I have to get away for? If I take him down and ride him out and turn him on top, which I'm really good on top, I'm really good on my feet. What do I got to get away for?
So you're assuming that you're going to tech him in the first period if he gets the choice and he chooses top.
He can choose top. So what do you want top? No, what do you go on bottom? I keep a wide base. I don't go to my belly. Why would I go to my belly? People may just do these drills, base drills. You do guys on top, tries to break you down. You got to move. So where's the worst place to wrestle? Is where? Being where? On your back. Second place person is your belly. Why would I go for my base? Get a really wide base, move on my feet, etc. I need to go to my belly. Go to your belly, you're in trouble. Go to your belly, you're in trouble. Why?
So you're going to make it a takedown game.
Takedown game, riding game. I was just like, you look at Spencer Lee, he's great on his feet, great on top. Not very good on bottom. He said his worst place, I get worst position is on bottom. Okay. And so me, great on my feet, great on top. Worst place was on the bottom. So, but you can't it's like you can't put me back in that area, right? Because you can't do that. And back in the 80s, he's dominating guys. The guy is phenomenal. The guy is great to watch. I love watching because you know why? One is always got a smile on his face. Goes out, does his job, he attacks. He's just a class act. You never hear anything bad about Special Lee. Great teammate, great worker, great motivator, always in the corner, backing his guys on the edge of the mat, etc. The guy is phenomenal. He's the most dominant guy right now in college wrestling by far. That's on the mat, off the mat, great student, great character, everything about the guy. In fact, I'm not sure if dating anybody yet, but my daughter's running for Brooks Shoe Company. She's a world-class athlete. Goes, so especially if you ever watch this interview, especially give me a call sometime, you know what I'm saying? She's still single.
Oh, man, there's a plug right there.
You get up to the greatest Hawkeyes in the same family. What do you think about that?
What a plug. I didn't know it'd go this direction, but you went there.
Are we live right now? I didn't know we were live. Oh, my, sorry about that. Can you do that?
We're not live. We're just recording.
Okay. I can't take that back.
You can't. I'm not cutting it out. Not cutting it out. Hey, we got to ask about Nebraska, though. They were the runner-up team last year. What do you think their chances are of getting in the mix and making some noise this year in 2021?
It's a two-team race by far. Nebraska's got some really good guys, a lot of firepower, but they don't have the firepower that Penn State and Iowa have. So Big Ten, two-team race. I think Iowa wins the Big Tens for sure. But NCAA is a two-team race. Nobody else is even coming close. Those two teams. You may have Nebraska, NC State. You got Michigan in the hunt. You got John Smith, because John Smith, you can't ever count Oklahoma State because John Smith is a great coach, along with a great athlete. Maybe the greatest freestyle athlete of all time in this country. But you never count him out. But I think right now it's a two-team race. Everybody else is vying for third and fourth place trophy, if you ask me.
How about Michigan, though? This is a team that absolutely deserves to be mentioned. They have just some stars in the lineup. Where do you see them fitting in? You predicting them third at the Big Tens?
Yeah, I think they could either finish in third, probably, in the Big Tens. I think they got some guys in the finals. You got Amin. You got, what's his name at 74? I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, they'll be in the hunt. And they'll be in the hunt for a team trophy as well, too, I think. So they got some kids that can place high. They can put some guys in the NCAA finals. And, they've done a great job. They got a guy by the name of Sergei Beltsakozov, too, as their freestyle coach. The guy's pretty good. 10-time World Olympic champion. It's not bad. I wrestled the guy a couple of different times, so the guy's pretty good.
How many times did you wrestle him?
Maybe 4.
4?
The first period would be like 6-0. Second period would be like 3-3. He was so overpowering. The first period was amazing. So, what a great guy, great teacher, and he's doing a great job. I think Sean Burmett's done a great job recruiting, really building an atmosphere. Joe did a great job with the foundation he built there with Michigan, no doubt about it. And he went on a high note too. And Sean has continued that run with Michigan, and they've done a great job. And right now, Michigan's a great state to recruit from. So he's doing a heck of a job there. And actually, Sean used to coach with me at Wisconsin. He went to Michigan, which that's where he competed at in college.
How about a couple other guys that you want to key in on going into the Big Ten championships that you like?
Well, what I'm looking at is Iowa 49, Penn State 49. What happens there? I want to watch Marinelli a little bit, see what he's doing, anything different on his feet, some adjustments he's made in his wrestling. He hasn't wrestled for quite a while, maybe 2 matches this year. How he's riding, what he's doing there. A couple positions, 74. I want to see the Penn State guy at 74 a little bit more yet. I believe he's the one to beat Ohio State and somebody else that's pretty good. So, but again, they're some of those guys are for Penn State are freshmen. People say, well, look at David Taylor, Ed Ruse, and Jason Up, what they did as freshmen. You're right, but they don't have that. They're not quite at the level of David Taylor and Knopf and Ruth and those guys yet, and they're freshmen. I want to see how those freshmen react in their first big tournament. And, just watch them compete. I'll be glued to the set all day Saturday and Sunday watching those guys. I'll be taking notes. I love to take notes and watch things and see how each guy wrestles and say, all right, if I'm a coach, how would I wrestle this guy, at NCAAs in a week and a half if I competed against him? Or what do you do here? What do you do there? What side do you ride? What on the edge of the mat, which is go-to moves, go-to setup. So, like, do I need to leave my left leg to my right leg or go more of a square stance or force him from my left side to my right side of my body? All the different things you got to do as a coach to make adjustments. And that's going to be the key factor, I think, come, NCAA championships with Iowa and Penn State, because it's a 2-horse race. That's it, bottom line. So in that 2-week, week and a half period, what small things, not major, small things, you got to make in order to make sure if they met in Big Tens, how can they win come NCAA time? That's going to be the key factor of bringing home the team trophy right there.
Do you mind making predictions on who you think is going to win each weight class at the Big Ten championships?
Let's go.
All right, 125.
My son-in-law, Spencer Lee.
All right.
No, come on. Hey, come on. I'm just kidding.
No,
he is a good guy.
So you're kidding that he's not going to win?
No, what? Yeah, he's winning. You kidding me? He's winning hands down.
133.
Yeah. It's going to be a nail biter, but Young has won the last 2 matchups. I got to go with Young right now. I like DeSanto, man. I love the kid. Kid goes hard. I like his style. I just love his personality. I've been in the room a couple of times. I just watching the kid, being around him in the room. I love the way he handles himself, the way he gets after it, his energy. But I think he's got to make a small adjustment. He gets that single, he gets around the corner. I think he can finish easier on Young. Stays in front of him, I think he's in trouble. So right now, I'm going with Young. And then I got to, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Then I just see if the adjustment's been made. So I got to go with Young right now for the last 2 matches.
141.
Iowa over Lee. I think the Kip Rutgers can beat Lee. I think Lee's too strong, too much of a motor. I think I got to go with the Iowa guy right now because he's taller, lankier. I think he's got to keep Lee down, ride him a little bit. He's tall, Lee's not as long. I think he get the corner on him if he has to on a couple of shots.
149.
Got to go to Ohio State. Not big on Sammy. He's up and down sometimes, but he's dangerous. He can scramble. I'm going to go with Sammy right now.
157.
Oh, Deacon for sure. Right, Deacon for sure.
What do you like about Deacon that makes you say that?
I watched the rest of the freestyle off season 2. Made some great adjustments. Big and strong. And just overpowering. I think he's really mentally cut the corner. I think he feels he can win. I think he will win. So I just think he's the guy at the weight class. He's made the adjustment. He's widened the gap on some guys overall.
165.
Marinelli.
174.
Iowa again.
All right, 184.
Brooks.
97.
Now that's a weight class to me can really make a difference come NCAA time. It's like 49 and 57. I want to go with a mean on that, but I'm going to go with Nebraska right now. So to me, it's either Nebraska, Michigan, or Iowa in that weight class. The Iowa guys, they went. It was overtime or one at the very end. I was trying to score, go behind the guy. So they're going around the waist instead of up the thigh, pulling the guy forward. Otherwise, he wins. But he went around the waist. The guy went the back door on him. So I'll go with Nebraska right now at 97.
All right, and then close it off with the big guys.
I'll go with Stevenson right now, but he may not be my pick for the NCAA champion yet. Depends on how he handles the second and third period and what he does on top.
And then you got to give us your top 5 teams. What do you think that's going to shake out?
Again, it's a 2-horse race. Right now, I'll give Iowa the edge. Again, like I said, you can't count Kelly's won 7 of the last 8. So, on Iowa, Penn State, top 2 for sure. I want to pick NC State for 3rd.
Oh, this is Big Tens, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going Iowa, Penn State, Michigan, Nebraska, Ohio State.
Okay. Barry Davis breaking it down for us. Thanks for giving us an in-depth breakdown of the Big Ten championships. Hope you'll be watching, Barry.
Oh, I'll be taking notes every session, writing things down, because again, to me, that's a true fan, watching the small things that go on and who's doing what in certain positions. I mean, I love the sport. Love to break things down, and my light keeps going off here. So
look at that, light goes off on you.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens, but it's an exciting time right now, and I miss it, boy. But I'll be watching.